to the Me Podcast with your host, Daniel Bryan. In today's episode, this will be episode 2 of the Athlete and Me series. And we have a special guest with us, Zion Rogers. Zion Rogers is a defensive back at North Carolina Central University. So without further ado, let's add him to the call.
Hey, how you doing?
What's good, my boy? I had to get you
What's
on
good,
the call.
B?
I appreciate you accepting the invitation. Our friendship goes all the way back to elementary school, so it was good to have you on.
Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it, man. I've been waiting, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. So let's go ahead and get into some of these questions that I have. So with me starting this athlete series, it's basically because I am a former athlete and I love sports, all sports, but especially football. And I want just to get into a little bit into your head about what kind of, made your love for football. What made you start playing football?
What made me start playing football? I was watching it one day. I was like, hey, I want to try this. So, went on to Carnage at middle school. At first, I really didn't make the team. And then the coach called me back. He was like, no, you got to play. So after that first hit, I just started loving it, man. I just like the contact, I like being physical, and it lets me use my anger and emotions in a different way, in a positive way. So just the physicality of it, I love it. That's what makes me love football.
I'm the same way. That's kind of the same way how I fell in love with football. Just being able to impose your will on someone else and just get off any anger, any emotions that you have, and you can do it in the game, and there's no penalty for it. It's all legal. So that's kind of I feel you on that when it comes to how we started playing football. We played against each other from middle school, and in high school we played against each other. We had some really good battles. I want you to talk about, like I said, especially in high school when you were going through your recruiting process to go to North Carolina Central. Kind of give us a little viewpoint of, how was your recruiting process, and how were you able to stay humble and focused with offers and stuff like that?
Well, the recruiting process, it was kind of stressful, but I was just trusting the process with everything. So it was crazy, man. So I've been at ECU. Like since freshman year, they were sending me letters and stuff. I was like, okay. Since freshman year, I thought I was gonna go to ECU, take visits there, all that type of stuff. I had got a preferred walk-on offer, which was gonna turn into a scholarship opportunity, but the whole coaching staff got fired. So once that happened, that opportunity was taken away from me. I was still going to Central, taking visits there too. Then Wake Forest that came on, and Wake Forest, they were showing me love. I was getting letters, and the coaches were showing up at my school, and they were checking in on me. But then my recruiter got fired, so that opportunity, they went left. So Central was still there, no matter what. Central was still there. I didn't have the best senior season. I still had a decent senior season. Like one completion for 15 yards. That's the most I had on my senior season. I still had the stats to prove it, But Central was always there, and they gave me an opportunity to play, and they gave me an opportunity to be a part of the honors program. So that's a really big thing for me, just being more than an athlete. They gave me the opportunity to be more than an athlete, be a student athlete, be a student first. I could be in my community, and I can just be a part of the school, just not through football, but through different programs there. So the recruiting process, it was a struggle, but you gotta trust the process the whole way. You just gotta trust the process. Everything's gonna work out for you. I prayed a lot about it, and I chose Central. So that was a recruiting process for me.
That's what's up, and I can relate to you because, especially with coaches getting fired. One school that was recruiting me, weeks after my a visit that I had there at the school, the recruiting coach left and went to Florida International, if I can remember correctly. So it is, an up and go. Coaches leave and go like that, and I like how you were saying that you were able to stay humble, pray, and being able to kind of focus still on you when you're in this recruiting process, because it is hard, and that's why I like to highlight the athletes, because we hear every perspective but the athletes. We hear from coaches, we hear from other trainers, we hear from the parents, but we rarely hear from the mind of what the player has to go through when it comes to recruiting. And like I said, it can be a big weight on you, right? You're trying to get scholarship money, you're trying to play at the next level, and you have all those things, juggling in your head, and you're also trying to figure out what's the right spot for me when it comes to my education. So I like everything that you said there, and I totally I feel you, and I've been through that too also. So
Yeah.
now,
Another thing I would like to say for like the young people or the people that's getting recruited right now, don't really think about it. Just keep doing you. At the end of the day, the school's gonna be there. So they want you for a reason. So just keep doing you. That's my biggest advice for them.
I think that's, like I said, that's another gem for anybody watching that's looking to be recruited. I mean, you have to make sure your house is in order first. You have to make sure you're doing everything, having your grades straight. Because like I said, even with my coach, I had one of the best high school coaches I feel like in the state, and he told us constantly that the first thing that college coaches are going to ask when they come to the school is your transcript, and that's what you can control. So focusing on what you can control, focusing on yourself, things that you can handle, like your grades, your character. Another thing that college coaches ask, they'll ask even random people around that area.
Yep.
How's this person like? Is he respectful to women? Is he respectful to his parents? Things like that. Like, so making sure your character, your grades, things that you can control, and then making sure that your on the field product is good when you're making your highlight tape and things like that. But yeah, you can't control the outside if you get an offer and stuff like that, but you can control grades and everything that you can do to give yourself the best opportunity to get that scholarship.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Great.
Let me get into a little bit to my next question, and it's about, so why did you choose Central? I know you tapped in a little bit about it earlier, but I want you to go a little bit in depth on why Central was a great fit for you in particular.
Oh well, Central was a great fit for me because I got that family atmosphere. I know everybody says this, but like you definitely get a family feeling from Central, especially from the alumni. So, once I told everybody I was going to go to Central, I had a lot of people contact me. A lot of people that went to Central, I didn't even know them, but they went to Central. They were showing love to me. Also, football wise, the coaches, I knew nothing was going to be given to me. So. I don't want anything given to me because if it's given to me, it's not worth having for real. So the coaches told me I was going to have to earn my spot, and so that's the only thing I really asked for them. I don't want nothing being given to me. So I knew I was going to work for. I knew my hard work was going to pay off. What else? Honors program. I'm a part of the Honor Society, so that was another reason why I chose Central. It really let me be who I really am, a student of the game, obviously, but let me be a student. And it just let me be myself. I wasn't forced into anything, I just felt like I wasn't being forced. And I feel like it was the right thing to do. The timing was right, everything was just right. So that's the real reason why I chose Central for real, I just felt like it was the right fit for me.
Hey, that's real. Like, guys, especially high school seniors and stuff, I hope you're watching and you're listening, you're taking notes, everything you're saying, because this is real. Like, me and him, we both experienced this just last year, having to make that decision, especially with it being, that college season where you're choosing the college you're going to go to. We just had to make that decision last year. Where are we going to spend the next, 4 years? And it's such a big decision because this is where you're going to be this is where you're going to get your education from. This is where you're going to make lifetime friendships and bonds with people. This is where you're going to grow, and your maturation process is going to happen there. So it's very important that you cross every T and you dot every I when you're trying to make that decision on your college. And like I said, I'm speaking from an HBCU student too. I feel like we got the best HBCU at A&T. So that, like, the family atmosphere is crazy. I remember the first day that I announced that I'm going to A&T, and even my neighbors who are alumni, they were emphatic, and they were showing the Aggie pride everywhere. And I just felt the atmosphere, even with my dad being there and his friends. So it was just an amazing feeling that you feel when you're at a HBCU, You feel that family atmosphere, and then that translates from your social life to the classroom when you're trying, even with your teachers and things like that. They have that good feel, and then when you're on the field with your
Hmm.
teammates and stuff, yeah, there's no other feeling.
No other feeling like HBCU, man. I'm trying to tell you.
For sure, for sure. Now, let me get into my next question. So, guys, I'm talking to another D1 athlete, guys. You know, I had a D1 athlete last week, Miss Christine Barnes, and I have another one on. And I want him to explain it. I want him to explain just like she did last week about the training, the schedule, and the meetings, because I think a lot of people, you see his face. Oh, a lot of people in high school always say, "I want to go D1," and I heard it even when in Enlo's locker room. I hear it, on Twitter and all types of stuff. I want to go D1. I want to do this. I want to play at the next level. Now, Zion, I need you to go kind of give people just a little glimpse about what do you have to do on your daily week of your scheduling, and that could be practice, nutritional stuff, film, all that type of stuff. Give us a little rundown.
All right. So first of all, let me get this out of the way. HBCUs work as hard as any other PWI, any other school, any other D1 school. Just because it's HBCU, I don't mean nothing. You still a D1 school at the end of the day, and you could be playing a big school like UNC or whatever any given day. So your schedule is gonna be a lot. So my schedule is, some days we got weightlifting. I go weightlifting at 5 o'clock in the morning. Let's be there in the weight room. You got lift until like 6:30. I get like a quick little nap in. You still got to eat breakfast. Still got to eat after that. And then I have like a 8 a.m., 9 a.m. class, and then right after that I got a meeting. You got a football meeting. Right after football meeting, you got a walkthrough. Then you got another class. I had another class to do. Right after class, you got another meeting. You still got to find time to eat. So you got to find time to eat. And then after that meeting, you got 2 other meetings. And then you're eventually on the football field sometimes. But, man, it's just a lot of meetings. You got to work out every day. You got to make sure you eat right. Because if you don't eat right, you will throw up on the field. And they're not going to care. They're going to tell you to get right back up after you throw up. You got to get enough sleep. If you don't get enough sleep, man, it's gonna kill you in the long run. And you just got to be conditioned, man. You got to be ready. You got to be ready before you get here. Because, I mean, yeah, you got recruited. Yeah, they like you as a player. But it's still players already there that's playing that they already know. So you got to fight for your spot, really. And you just got to be ready to go at all times, man. Your schedule is going to be busy. No matter what day it is, besides Sundays, Sundays they like to give you a chill day, They like to have that, be called like a family day type stuff, get all your stuff together for the week. But Monday through Saturday, you're booked. You're booked.
Me not being a college athlete, I can just see after you telling me all that stuff, I can just imagine, because I know it from the perspective of just being a regular student, what time we wake up, what time we go to sleep, and stuff like that compared to your schedule. And like I said, I just wanted to be clear, because like I said, everyone says they want to play at the next level until they're at the next level. And
Whew.
the biggest thing that I took away from what you said was, even earlier when you were saying that I don't want anything given to me, I want to earn it, right? I think, playing at that next level in college, tell me if I'm wrong, but that's the biggest thing, where you're trying to earn every spot, because you're not guaranteed a starting spot. You're not guaranteed a jersey. You're not guaranteed a helmet. You're not guaranteed any of that. So you got to grind. You got to make. It's competition 100% of the time. I'm trying to show the coaches that I belong on the field, and I'm gonna make plays. I'm gonna do the things that I need to do. I'm gonna be in the right place. I'm gonna know the plays. I'm gonna know all the signals, everything. And so I think that's important that we recognize that this isn't something where oh well, I played high school, so it's gonna be easy when I transfer to college because I've been playing football since flag football when I was in the 4th grade. No, it's a different level.
It's different. It's different.
With everything, it's different. It's a different level. Even when we went from middle school to high school, we felt that little different level. And then now you went from high school to college, there's a different level of time management, having to go to meetings, doing all that type of stuff, having a schedule. Then your physical body. Yeah.
Then you gotta find extra time to do an extra workout. You gotta find extra time to just meet with your coach outside of the meetings you already have. Then you just gotta have time for studying because studying is gonna take about 4 hours. It's college, it's not like you just do something real fast or whatever. But you have to find time for your studies, and then the mandatory tutoring sessions that they have for the football team. So you got to attend to that. So I mean, you're gonna be busy all around, man. And like you said, it's competition with everything. So my beginning of freshman year, I'm going down to football. I'm arriving about like on time, but on time to them is 20 minutes before the actual time they told you. So you actually gotta be like on the field 20 minutes, ready to go, not getting your stuff together. Not no, you gotta be ready to go 20 minutes before. 'Cause when they say it's go time, it's go time. They're not waiting for you. That was another thing I had to learn. On time is late. And 20 minutes before, that's when you're really on time. They can be like, okay, he on time, ready to go. Because if you're not ready, if you on time, which is late, they gonna move on to the next guy, and they take everything into consideration. They log down everything, no matter what time you join the meetings, because they have recordings for that. No matter if you go to practice, because they have cameras for that, they record you all day at practice, so they know who came in late, they know who came in on time. And then what else they got? They just got like a lot of stuff, man. They be logging out in everything you do. You're being watched. Not like in a stalker way, but like but like they calculate everything you do. They take everything in consideration, because they got to play with the best people on the field, not only on the field, but like outside of the field, who can take care of themselves outside of the field. So they take everything into consideration when it comes down to who playing and who not.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's an investment. Not just for you investing your years into that school, but that's an investment for the coaches and for that team. They're investing dollars, time, effort, coaching into you. So they're gonna make sure that they have the best player, the best overall player, the best overall character person on the team and on the field at all times.
Yeah, had to learn that the hard way, man.
Hey, I feel you. So I want to get into next another thing that's gonna be able to help rising college students who are thinking about playing any athletics at the next level. I want you just to go into a little bit about your adversity or your motivation into playing at the next level. I know a lot of people have to make that big decision. Are you going to continue to play, or are you just going to be a regular student? How were you able to, even with outside things that were going on in your life that I know about, just explain how you were continue to be motivated to be able to play at the next level and be able to stay focused and continue to grind?
Well, I'm gonna talk about adversity first. So my first time I faced adversity in college, like college football was when I got COVID. So I got COVID in the beginning of the season. This when everything was new and everything. So I got COVID. I thought it was gonna be regular. I got out of quarantine. I'm ready to get back on the field. I'm ready to get back in the weight room, all that type of stuff. We gotta wait I had to wait like for a whole month to get cleared, just to get checked out, cleared, and all that. So I was like, man, I'm getting behind. I don't know what to do. But everything happens for a reason, and God's timing is everything. So I got back on the field. I was bummed out, because I was bottom of the depth chart. I didn't know how I was going to move up in the depth chart, So I didn't know what to do, but I had friends around me as my motivation. I had the coaches as motivation. I had you motivation. I don't even know how to explain it to you, man. It was just you gotta have a good circle around you to keep your spirits high. Because it's some times where I want to be like, I don't want to do this no more. So like it's a lot of times actually I don't be like, I don't want to do this no more. I don't even know why I'm doing this, man. But if you have the right circle, the good people around you, man, they're gonna keep you motivated for real, man. They're gonna show you and tell you why to keep playing. They're not gonna let you just quit. You don't want to have nobody, no quitters around you. So they keep me motivated every day. My niece and nephew keep me motivated every day. You just gotta have the right mindset to go into things. They also, like for the football team, they have motivational speakers come in and all that type of stuff. But if I'm really being honest, man, the people around me keep me going every day. My friends keep me going every day. Just that's what really motivates me to keep playing every day, even when I want to quit. Cause I have days I want to quit.
Hey man, man. That's powerful, guys. Like, once again, this is an athlete, but he's dropping life lessons. It's not just for athletics, that he talks about that circle around you, that counts for the people around you closest to you, who are those people that are going to pour things into you, pour motivation, pour empowerment, pour inspiration, pour in positive thinking. Like, you don't want people around you that's going to be always negative or that's not pushing you. And I just want y'all, all my viewers, to take that in account when you around the people of your life. Are you surrounding yourself around people that are adding to you, right? People that are putting stuff in you to make you grow. If you're surrounding yourself around people that are still stuck in the same place and are not adding to your life or adding to what you're trying to do, those aren't the right people to be around you. And as it goes for athletics, he even talked about how he has those days where it's like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And like I said, just continue to have that motivation around those other people. That extrinsic motivation, allows him to keep on pushing every day and to continue to be successful. Well, Zion, bro, I appreciate you coming on, man. Like I said, you my brother, bro. You already know how we rocking.
Yeah, you already know, man.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming on the show, just giving athletes a little knowledge about the college level of playing. And yeah, man, I just appreciate you.
Hey, man, you can have me up here anytime. Just hit me up anytime, man. It don't matter, man. I got you. Appreciate that. Appreciate the opportunity, bro.
All right. Peace.
All right, bro.
Guys, that was an amazing. And like I said, I've known Zion for so long. I think like since third or second grade, somewhere around that range. It's been so long since Washington Elementary. And he's always been a guy that I can always go to, speak to, talk to about anything. Always add motivation to me, to be able to push me and into anything that I'm trying to do. So I really appreciate my boy coming on and dropping some knowledge. And as far as athletics, he gave us great advice about his recruiting process, how he was able to stay focused mentally and stay humble at the same time, focusing on himself, everything that he can control, like grades, like character, and the product that he puts on the field. He let everything else take care of itself. He also talked about him even choosing Central, how that family atmosphere, and how being in the honors program, those opportunities with his education were important to him for choosing Central, like I said. So that's important, guys, for those seniors this year, choosing a school that has a variety of options and opportunities for you to grow and to build on yourself. So before I end this episode, I do want to give a quick shout out to one of my now friend, one of my friends. His name is also Daniel, right? Two great Daniels together, right? So my friend Daniel Ray, and he drew me this picture, and we talk often. He drew me this picture, and he's a fan of the show. He watches my podcast. He looks at everything that I post, and this kid is so strong and so beyond his years. I know his mother was my counselor when I was in middle school. So thank you, Daniel, for drawing this picture. And not only just the picture, but the title that he put on it was do your best. And I had this up in my little desk area because it just adds motivation and empowerment to me. It's just a constant reminder to do your best. And that's another message that I have for my viewers. So throughout this week, I just want you to reminisce on those words. Do your best at everything that you do, whether it's your job, whether it's school, whether it's anything, your athletics, anything that you do and you put your time and your effort towards. Do your best. Put your best foot forward. Those are the wise words from Daniel. Like I said, I appreciate you, and the drawing is pretty good. Like I said, he's a third grader. He was drawing back. He got to teach me how to draw. So, like I said, I appreciate Daniel for doing that for me, and I appreciate his mother for letting us keeping us in contact. So, yes, I appreciate you, Daniel. Thank you for that. But that's the end of this episode, and like always, have a me day, stay motivated, and stay empowered.